What's up, y'all? I'm Da1beazy. Just a break from Borderlands 3 to play some Apex Legends. So, let's have some fun. I thought of creating a group, but there was no names for me to take. So let's play some Apex. Play 2 matches in any mode. Play 2 matches Bloodhound in any mode. 12 matches Bloodhound, Horizon, Rampart. Assault rifle damage. Watson. You know, look, I get certain things. Okay, Watson. Well, I got Watson. Let's do some Watson stuff. First of all, I believe that to create a good defense for Watson, we're at Kings Canyon. Awesome. When you put down the pylons by the door, it has to be a triangle. Triangle is one of the strongest structures, along with an arch, right? In nature. Actually, I don't know. But for me, you got to go with a triangle because it creates 2 different slowdown points. Even though technically there's 3, there's 2. I thought I was in a private thing. Start party. It just irritated me when it all popped up here to begin with.
Science time. My squad.
Okay.
My family.
Right, I went through all that before. Okay, I'm Da1beazy, Brandon Gordon Gabb, blah blah blah. Back to my Watson talk.
This is your champion.
No.
By the time you see me coming, I'll be going. And
Gotta create a triangle. It creates 2 points of contact when someone's rushing the door. You have the initial line, and then even if somebody just rushed, because you could rush through a Watson thing, get limited damage, and still recover sometimes, you know. I'm not gonna say all the time, but you can.
Let's go. Allons-y. Supply should go there.
But you can.
Shall we head this way?
And it's important to do that because again, it creates 2 contact points. So even if you get through the initial bar, you can't necessarily get through the second, if that makes sense.
Don't be afraid to get close and cozy. We're not all in the
First blood.
I like the skin. So it creates 2 initial contact points. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. Just want to make sure I grab what I need before it land, or I gotta jump off. Now this is what most people do, which I get it, you're in the rush. They do that. Me personally, like, create a triangle. Now there's 2 points of contact when you initially enter. Ah, shit. that first one, and then they have to pick a side. You get what I'm saying? So there's another contact point once they enter that space. Does more damage and it slows them down more. Now, like I said, I get it. You're being chased. You do what you do. 1, 2. Don't have the extra one right now, so that I have to do. But the triangle is so much better. I usually don't keep this, but I keep it today. You know, so it creates 2 contact points. And I personally think that's the best way to play as a Watson, or at least to lay down your traps.
Planting fences. The circuit is complete. 45 seconds to get to that ring.
See, even if I step through 1, you still have 2 that's running. Rush it like, oh, I can get it. Pow, pow. Crap. You know, crap nuggets.
30 seconds to enclosure. We're so close.
So now they really have to make sure they shoot your pylon, your
We're getting a little far from each other.
I don't think I could destroy my own. Okay, that's pretty stable. They like to act like I don't have any control over this thing.
Rings moving.
Gotta
Come
sway
on.
a little
I
bit, but
designed it to hurt anyone outside
got a
of
lot
it.
more control over this than they like to pretend I don't in combat. You know, the game will try to play you.
Found an Evo shield here. Level
You're
2.
not too far. So again, especially with a pylon.
Setting up a zip line.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
Fence them in.
No.
Fence them out. There's a new kill leader. Fence in position.
Half the squads remain. Let's keep winning.
Setting a fence. The fence is complete. Fence in position.
To me, I think that's a great defense.
And fencing. You're getting a little far up. Fence deployed. The circuit is complete.
Okay, I was gonna say, what's my limit? 3, 6, 12. Oh, at 9. 3, 6, 9. Oh, 12. Okay. You do a maximum of 12 before they remove pylons. Or whatever you call them. Oh shit. Why didn't you guys tell me that the ring was closing? But I understand when you're in a rush, you might not think of it, you know? Ah, crap, I could have took that.
Who's ready to fly on a zip line? I am.
Now that's one of my suggestions for playing with Watson. But who am I? Am I a Watson main? No. But I am pretty versatile when it comes to legends. You know, I am pretty versatile.
Lucky me, I have an extended sniper mag here.
Dibs.
Level 4.
I can say that. And versatility is one of the keys to being able to be a good player. When you're running,
Playing with fences.
zigzag it.
Fence is complete.
Somebody's behind you, zigzag and make it as wide as you can, and zigzag it. Because you'll be running through your own pylons, and it'll be just enough for you to,
We're too spread out.
you know, be a problem.
Never mind.
So if they're running right behind you, you know, watching stuff. Electrocution fence. Just make sure the power's on. You don't want to end up like those guys in Jurassic Park. Let a T-Rex through.
Beginning ring countdown. Attention. Delivering replicator.
They're dropping a replicator.
Frustrating. Like I was on my way, teammate.
We are not alone. Look over here.
Come on.
Planting fences. Setting a fence. If the fence gets crossed, we'll know.
Be careful. And it creates more pylons that they have to shoot through.
I am taking fire, friends.
Putting down the fence. Anyone passes through?
Here I go.
Enemy right here. Reloading.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Don't take this personally.
But it creates more problems. I didn't like that teammate anyway. Ah. I took a half-ass nap, half-ass awake. I love bothering my best friend.
Where we're going? We don't need
No.
seatbelts.
I'm like a big kid.
We've got work to do.
How are you? What you doing? I'm bored. Entertain me.
My coil produces 1.2 million volts.
Now she getting like, oh my gosh.
This is your champion.
Okay.
Don't get your budgie smugglers in
So,
a twist. It's just your old mate Hughes.
NetherRealms game
I'm the jump master. I am on it.
is
Come back
making
if you're ever looking for a
another
Mirage
Mortal
Trois.
Kombat,
That's where you
reportedly.
fight 3 of me at once.
And I really don't know how I feel about that. At what point is too much, is enough enough? You know?
Let's go!
Mortal Kombat games all damn day. Oh shit. If I didn't run into one in front of me, that Wraith wouldn't have been able to get through.
Our teammate's banner.
So that Gibraltar really saved that Wraith. Kidnapped.
Let's go here.
GG team. Yes, I said that a long time ago. What I'm doing right now is relieving a little stress in my hair. I got it pent up. So tight. It's like, oh. Let it breathe a bit. So I'm going radio silence until I'm done.
High power weapons, low power? How about no power?
Science is unapologetic, as am I.
I'm looking for someone special to take out.
This is your champion.
Landing in this area yields a high probability for success. Prepare for sudden death.
Yes.
And fencing. If the fence gets crossed, we'll know.
Round one. Beginning ring countdown.
I'm down. We find ourselves inside the next ring. How serendipitous.
Down to us too?
Attention.
My discomfort
First
is
blood.
only surpassed by my displeasure. light ammo here. Such a sad fence. Maintenance. The circuit is complete. Throwing a grenade.
Looking for a rhythm? I got something.
I do not wait for inspiration.
Runway's green as grass, and we are ready for takeoff in 10.
Charged and ready.
This is your champion.
The good news is that with me, at least it will be over quick.
I'm calling the ball. Let's land over there. Hell yeah! Under fire. I can use some help here. Got a bandit. Heading this way. Got a bandit. Bogey here. Going over here.
Beginning ring countdown.
Our teammate is gone. They're firing on me. Bleeding out. Enemy is right here.
Hold on, mon ami. I will be there shortly. Hang on. I have their banner. We can restore their system in trouble. And thank you.
That was crazy fun. Who's next?
Controls the charge, controls the arena.
I don't push the envelope, I shred it. Hey, let's go already.
This is your champion.
Hope you're not afraid to get your hands dirty.
The ring is far. I must begin to walk soon.
Champion eliminated. Attention, there is a new kill leader.
Ring's far. I only have a minute left. Ring's far, and I only have 45 seconds.
Care package being delivered.
Half the squads have fallen. My odds are getting better.
It's me, Da1beazy, and I'm back, bitches. I know that's rude, I'm sorry. But I was hoping it would be funny to somebody. Anyway, so far they played me the first few matches. I'm a little bit more relaxed now. I got my ice cold water. Nothing keeps you cool under pressure like ice cold water. Now, you want to hear a beef I got with some people? I got a beef with people that only drink purified water, or bottled water, but love ice. Ice is made out of regular tap water.
Let's get to work.
But you love purified water. Bottled water.
I accept the challenge.
But anyway, they played me in the first few matches. As you can tell with the last match, they didn't even give me a full squad.
Time to dig up some gold.
This lobby been a little bit of bull ever since Friday. But no complaints here, no complaints here. Diversity and adversity creates, champions.
Not those who fall.
To be able to overcome it. Yes, yes. That's a lot better. Hey.
Here we go. Let's go.
I love you.
Let's see what we have over here.
Daughter. So like I want to go outside. Like not in what the hell you slept in. No, I understand. She can't be cooped up in the house all day.
Enemy down.
Shooting! Taking fire! Enemy down.
Man, they just played me. Cause she didn't use her what you call it.
Hostile right here.
No, I'm not taking them all out. I'm over here touching my hair. I'm like, just wanted to take it down. I didn't want to undo my whole hair. It just played me. And they played me on that last, kill. I killed that seer. And then the other person killed their teammate. They didn't give me my kill. They gave me the knockdown, but they won't give me the kill. I'm like, how? So obviously they're hanging on my every word. Now somebody just happened to be named Tap Water after I brought up Tap Water. I'm not gonna complain though. That just means I'm making waves.
Let's keep it at that.
So that's a good thing.
Introducing your champion.
Cause I don't rock the boat.
What are you gonna do?
All I try to do is make improvements. Now the best way to be an all-around player is one thing. What do all players have in common?
Get prepared, we're going in.
The weapons they use. Become efficient. You know, you don't have to be the greatest, but just know how to use aim and have a steady hand. Don't panic. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, I mean. Anytime I say that, you know, I'll be saying it out of jokes. You know, it's a joke. But it made me think of Scary Movie. Yo, that jacket is tight, son. Now run that shit, bitch. Yeah, I mean. I used to give a disclaimer like, hey, I'm a grown ass man, I curse, so if you're gonna get in trouble for hearing that type of language and stuff, don't watch. But I've come to the conclusion that you're gonna watch anyway, even if you're not. Not that I'm that good, like, oh, they're gonna watch me. Just, you're gonna watch that type of content irregardless. So why censor myself too much? Because I do believe that we should have. I'll run two duels. I do believe that we as content creators, as streamers, as entertainers, whatever you want to call us, we do have some type of responsibility to our fans. You know? So I don't want to do too much. You know? And there is a lot I could do. I'll say that. Like, I could try to influence you to do things. I don't want to be an influencer. You know, I don't want to be like, I don't want to shoot myself in the foot neither, because if I'm not an influencer, then companies won't pay me. They'd be like, you have no influence on people. You know?
A few more meters to the ring, and still a
But I don't want to be your parent. Put it like that. I don't want to have to tell you drugs are bad, okay?
Rings nearby. 45 seconds.
Because your parents should have already told you that.
Firing. Reloading.
So,
Fire.
you know, there's things like that.
A few more meters and we'll be inside the ring. 30 seconds to go.
Reloading. I downed one.
But like I said, do we have a responsibility? No wonder. I'm like, what the?
Reloading.
Yes, yes, we do.
Fire. I'm down. I'm not done yet.
No. But there's just a lot that goes with that, you know? Oh, why you can't use that? She's an electrical engineer and you telling me she can't hack those? That makes no sense. She should be able to rewire those to freaking...
We are not alone. Look over here.
I'm spotted. Taking fire. Contact with target. Firing. Making contact with enemy. Listen up. Got another squad
I'm fine. Just fixing up.
How they trying to play me?
Charging my shield.
enemy down.
Taking damage.
God, that my own teammate.
Spotted. Taking fire.
I'm fine. Just fixing up.
Act like I can't shoot.
One.
I downed one.
Swear this game be trying to play me.
Recharging my shield.
Y'all saw it. I was lighting their ass up from way back when, son.
Give me a second. Fixing up.
Thank you, baby.
Recharging my shield.
Appreciate it. But yeah, we do have a responsibility. At some point, you have to take your actions into account. You know. What you tell people to do, what you tell them to buy, what you tell them to eat. You gotta take into account these things.
Phoenix Kidia. I downed an enemy. I took down someone else.
Oh.
Good thing that was the last one.
Reloading.
Sort of killed them.
I downed an adversary.
Recharging my shield.
Using my Phoenix key.
Give me a second. Fixing up.
Sucker.
I downed an enemy. I took down someone else.
Is that another squad?
Engaging the enemy. Just stopping off my shields.
Hold on. Shield recharging.
That's such bullshit. So, I think there's a lot more responsibility we have than language. Than to worry about language, I should say.
The next one is far. Keep an eye on the clock.
Thank you, baby, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'm the kill leader. There's no secret.
I enjoyed my loadout. We over here, all three of us fighting to be kill leader.
The champion is gone and forgotten. Watch your back. I won't always be around.
gonna say the rampage. Gun the shit. This gun is low-key the champion of Season 10. Because legends come and go. New legends are always going to be a problem because they're the star of the show at that moment. But once a new legend come in, that kind of get rid of that old legend. The legend before it. But the guns will be here to stay. I can't even complain about this right now. These two are so awesome. I'm the weak link, obviously. I think I got like, what, 800 damage, maybe? I don't know. You know, arenas really help. Like, I was already pretty good at recognizing the flow of combat and stuff, but arenas really help. Y'all might not even need to get me back in this. Forgot about me? Don't play the ring like that. Fall too far behind. It's always a seer, isn't it? What? I hate it when it's like they have good positioning. There's no way you wouldn't have seen somebody, you know?
You hear that? There's a care package coming down.
Ring's closing. Told y'all don't play the ring so close. But I understand you couldn't go anywhere. What are you doing, Lifeline? Just in time.
Attention, the kill leader has been eliminated.
GG team. Oh, I got 1400. Okay. Like I said, I knew we were fighting for the kill leader. So that team went nuts.
I will assist you.
GG.
Medea, all good with me.
Watson it is, baby. Why do I choose Watson over Horizon? Tactical. Ultimate.
Enough flirting.
It's
Save
just
it
more
for when we
practical to me.
win.
Introducing your champion.
By the time you see me coming, I'll be going, and you'll be gone.
This might be a good place to land.
Enough lambing around. We drop it.
Ooh, just for me? You shouldn't have.
I've got some hits on me.
High hit, I'm hurt. I'm with that prowler.
And they've hit the ropes! This is a nail biter for sure. Knocked out by a knockout.
That's a first of many nights to go out.
I'm down. Long way to the next ring. Lots of ground means lots of
Ladies and gentlemen, one of our fighters may have taken all they can take.
Someone jammed and he left it.
Oh my gosh, I kicked this bitch in the face.
Another eliminated champion.
That's this cheating ass shit. Not only did I not see her, she not see me. Okay, I'm gonna say it's camera speed. Because camera movement and speed and ability to turn around 360 does mean a lot. But I mean, I don't know. For me, there has to be some type of believability to it. That's why I don't max out my camera speed and my camera movement. There has to be some type of a, you know, what's the word? Realism. But some people maxed out their stuff, so I can't complain. Nah, I can complain, and I might, but I understand, you know.
Gary?
equals our victory.
This is your champion.
Something wrong with your head if you fight me.
Let's land here. Let the...
Sure. Rain draws me this way.
Prepare for battle.
I knew that was going to happen, or had a possibility of happening. We landed too early in a hot spot. All of that comes down to positioning of team and access to weapons. So, knew that was going to happen. That's why you rarely see me land in a hot spot, because it don't result in nothing but me playing support and rescue. That's all it ever ends up with me doing.
High power weapons, low power. How about no power?
Playing support and rescue.
Let's go find them all.
Introducing your champion.
The battle begins. May the gods bless you.
Let's land
I've
here.
seen target dummies smarter than you.
Dropping in, hang on.
Nope. Again, dropping early in the map in a hot spot. It's just not going to work for me. Not saying that I just why put yourself through that stress? People to me are just idiots.
I downed an enemy.
Downed one.
Reloading.
That one's out for the count.
Enemy taken out.
I don't mind catching up.
Heads up, we're not alone.
Recharging my shield.
Engaging the enemy. Reloading.
New kill leader. Show off.
Boy running.
Oh my gosh. That's really why I stopped using the The 30-30.
I cracked your securities and your face.
She don't hear shit. And this load time is ridiculously stupid.
Let's go this way.
Like, this is fun as a competitive shooter, but the best first-person shooter franchise of all time is Borderlands 3. Y'all suck. That's how close I was to him. But they turned around to fight somebody that they could have let go. They suck. And I know they're all like, oh, you could have landed with us. Which is true, but you chose a dumbass spot to land. Who is this, that Revenant? Not bad. Where am I at? How many matches have I played? It said Rampart. I could have swore it said Watson. Son of a bitch. And I was only doing that to get those matches up. Adios. Fuck it. Staying with Mr. Mirage right now. What's up, team? Now, what is there to talk about these days? You want to know something that's been bugging me all day? So, apparently Black Panther 2 will introduce Riri Williams. Who is Riri Williams, you might ask? That's Iron Man's protege. The current, I don't know if she's still the current Iron Man, if they gave it back to Tony Stark yet, but she is the current, she was Iron Man for a brief period of time, at least, at the very least. And she happened to be a person of color. Now this bothers me. First of all, I understand why Black Panther is around. It's cool. That's cool. No, I don't necessarily like how it's portrayed.
Alright, so I did my hair for this. There's nothing wrong with looking good in the ring, and I look good.
There's some people that, you know, that's into that thing, into the whole racial divide thing. It's not me.
Time is flying, and
I live in a country where it's mixed and diverse. As far as the last time I checked, the world is mixed and diverse. I don't need to hear a, you know, let's take it back to Africa, black unity. Like, nah, I'm okay. You know, I'm all for black unity.
Let's make a choice.
Or unity in the community. But to
follow the leader.
Break it off as only one race I just can't do that. That's racism. That's racist to begin with. You know, that's very racist to begin with. Imagine if white people said, we're going to create an all-white nation. People would be pissed. Would they not? No, there is no all-white nation. There's diversity everywhere. It's a big world. The world's too big to just be all one race somewhere. This person,
oh man, we lost one. Now we have to
like,
do
you could have
work.
overpassed this and went upstairs. You know, there isn't just all one race somewhere. So it's racist to even think that, want that. In my opinion. You know? That's first off. Secondly,
we got another squad here. Bamboozles for the foolsels. It works, it rhymes.
What lies behind it,
I don't know. You know,
Someone's getting his squad
the next
back.
thing, the next problem I have with that.
Another squad is into
Might be something good there.
enemy down.
Where are you?
Yeah, I think this place needs a little more meat.
I told your dumb ass to move. That's what I'm saying. People be so stupid.
Enemy reviving him. We must opponent here. Opponent here.
Decoy escape deployed.
Enemies right here.
Ring's close. One more minute. Roger to save the day. She got
Told your ass. I wouldn't even revived our teammate right there if you wouldn't stayed right there like a jackass. But again, I have a problem when you stress race and you try to push a race issue on the people. Just like I have no problem with people's sexuality, but I have a problem when you try to push sexuality on the people, whether it's over masculinity, over femininity, or homosexuality. I don't care. If you're trying to push it on somebody, I have a problem. So just like, you know, if you live in a community that's primarily white, you know, like suburbs or something, suburbs, because there are some suburbs that's primarily black. You know, I live in Chicago, like Calumet City, Harvey. You know, Harvey is more primarily black than Calumet City, but Harvey, you know, it's primarily black. And then you got somewhere like Lincoln Park, you know, it's primarily white, or wherever, you know, like Brookfield, you know, that Naperville type shit, it's primarily white. So it does happen. But to say it's racist, I can't say that, because there's still diversity. You know, there's still, it's not like, oh, only whites can be here, you feel me, or only blacks can be here. So I have a problem with a movie that makes that to be a point, you know. Friday is a great movie by Ice Cube, Cube Visions Productions. They didn't have to, in marketing, they didn't have to say an all-black cast. You get what I'm saying? Because it's clearly that just by the naked eye.
Either you're with me or you're against against me, or
But
you're
Black
with me
Panther,
and against me,
this
'cause
Marvel
I'll
movie,
be honest, that happens sometimes.
and they're selling this to kids, they made that a big selling point. So I have a problem with that. No. Then on top of that, just about every black Marvel character they wanted to introduce in Black Panther. One point they were talking about introducing Storm in Black Panther. I'm like, you haven't even introduced mutants into the MCU yet. How in the world can you introduce Storm? Mutants don't even exist in the MCU. Technically. Nobody watches the humans. You know, so that's a problem for me. They just want to introduce Storm in there because she's black. Did her and the Black Panther get married before? Yes. But
Faking him out with a decoy.
do that fucking matter? No.
You got bamboozled. Look at you.
Like I said, I have a problem when they're doing things just to create money off of race and to create racial tension.
Sending out my decoy. Raj here to save the day.
You know? Because it's not doing anything but feeding into racial tension. Not doing anything but feeding into racial tension. So here's the big problem I have with Riri Williams being introduced in Black Panther. Again, they're introducing her because she's black. Number two, Iron Man has nothing to fucking do with Black Panther. Black Panther wasn't one of the core Avengers. Right now in the MCU, Spider-Man has more authority to appoint the next Iron Man or introduce the next Iron Man over Black Panther. And I am black, for your information. You know, you know, race don't matter, but just thought I'd throw that out there. If I want, I could use a bunch of N-words right now. But I try not to, even though sometimes they come out of my mouth. Now, that's a big problem for me. So I was arguing with this guy this morning, and he's like, Black Panther has more grounds to introduce her because of the whole program they implemented at the end, and she could be a recipient of the award. I'm like, don't Tony Hawk, I said Tony Hawk, don't Tony Stark have the same program?
This is your champion.
You know? Yes, yes he does. So, what's the big, you know, how dare they try to steal
Looks fun over there.
the legacy of Tony Stark because she's black? I have a huge issue with that.
Yeah, baby.
Racism is racism. You can't say,
Alright, look at this, no hands.
Include us and then exclude people. You can't preach inclusivity while excluding others.
Evo shield here. Level 2.
Those don't go hand in hand. You can't be inclusive if you're excluding people. You get me?
Beginning ring countdown.
So I will always fight that and stand up for what I believe is right when it comes to that, no matter who thinks it's a good idea or who thinks it's bad. You know? And it's just fact. Racism is racism, no matter who's doing it. If you don't believe that, then you have no right to fight about racism. You know? Imagine if I'll take this instead. Imagine if I had a everybody's included party, right? Or I walk up in a room and I'm like, I'm having a party and everybody's invited. You can come in, you can come in, you can come. Except you can't come. You know? That's not all inclusive now, is it?
Faking him out with a decoy.
I can't even call it an all-inclusive party. And then there's people that'll argue with me that I'm wrong. And then turn around and say, well, it's not about being
some champion, huh?
all-inclusive, it's all about being unapologetically black. So it's about being racist. No, you can't tell me that it's not racist at all if it don't have a problem, if it's not about inclusion. Right? If including everybody isn't a focal point, then how could you be mad at me for saying, you know, it's racist? They don't give a fuck if they include everybody or not. So you're telling me somebody that don't give a fuck can't be racist? You know? Like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense, like, the US going over there and where is it right now? I want to say Iraq, but I could be wrong. It could be Iran. But going over there right now, you know, talking about let's fight the rebels and try to tell them how to run their shit when the US just had motherfuckers rush the Capitol. Like, y'all forgot what just happened at home, motherfucker? You know? How are you gonna tell somebody how to do something when we just had the same shit happen at home? Wait. Oh, okay, cool. Thought I had the wrong thing just now. So yeah, how? How can they say we have the answers when we can't even take care of home? When our people are rioting and fighting, you know, amongst each other ourselves, against the government.
Sending out a decoy.
Because the government uses force and power to impose their will upon people.
And they're hitting me. Sending a decoy. Not the decoy. bamboozled. It's dupes o'clock. Got the bag?
You know? That's exactly what it was.
That's never happened before.
The police abusing their power and killing people left and right without any consequence. Which is, I'm not going to say the exact same problem that the Taliban has, but they feel that there's an injustice in the government and that they can do it better. Nobody does anything just because. There's a tipping point. You know? And then we're instigating the whole thing. We're smack dab in the middle of the whole thing, the US. The US trained Taliban fighters. Gave them weapons. Remember when we went after Osama bin Laden? We gave him the weapons, we gave him the training, and we knew what he was on, fighting the government. Then we turned around and gave the government the help to fight them, giving them weapons and training. So, you know, it's real interesting. But just like the Taliban taking over,
everything is going to be great. At least
there's going to be a problem.
This gives me purpose.
Because they took power by force. This is why democracy and inclusion of everybody is important. This is why everybody matters or no one matters. Because everybody wasn't included in who runs the government. There's going to be a next rebel group. The next rebel group is going to fight the government because they were left out and not included. So pretty soon we're going to hear about a different group ready to try to take over Iran or Iraq, Afghanistan, wherever. You know, I'm sorry I'm not exactly versed in names, but I understand the situation. You can't take over anywhere by force and expect there not to be opposition. Just like the government there learned already.
Bam to the weasel, sending out a decoy. Opening fire. Alright. Look at you.
Just can't. It has to be a democratic process so that everybody's heard.
Send in a decoy.
Everybody's included. Everybody feels that they matter.
Here to save the day. Reloading.
I could use solos in Fortnite as an example.
Ultimate's ready.
Like, I stay out of the battles in Fortnite to get missions done, missions accomplished. I don't attack you unless you attack me.
Evo shield here. Level 2. Nice choice.
I need this right now.
Good taste.
You know, and it's the same thing. Because you know how many people I ran across?
Got bamboozled.
It's bullshit. See? They still ain't hit him. a bunch of bullshit. GG team. But it's just you can't rule with an iron fist. Even parents that try to rule their kids with an iron fist end up with a bunch of rebellious ass kids. So this is just nature. This is common sense. It's always going to be somebody that opposes it. This is why I don't walk around like I'm an alpha male, because I'm the type to oppose that. Like, okay, you could do you, but you're not going to force you upon me, your will upon me. None of that. You know, if it's a good idea, it's a good idea, but just because you're bigger, you're not going to make me do shit. And there's a lot of people that feel like that. So again, an injustice is an injustice, right? They forced their way into power. Forcing your point of view onto me in a movie, your ideal all black everything dream, isn't gonna work for me. And I'm gonna call it what it is. Racist. You know, Black Panther, you know, Black Paradise, and what is supposed to be Wakanda, it's just like a white person telling me go back to Africa. Like, why don't you all just go back to Africa? That's what Black Panther is. Except it's a black person saying, why don't we all just go back to Africa?
So what if my head's in the clouds? How else could I see everything?
It's like, first of all, I've never been. You know? Secondly,
This is your champion.
That's not my home. That's not where I was born. That's not, you know.
I'm speechless.
Like,
Actually, I wrote a speech.
3 down and
You know what? Forget it. Let's just
land
fight.
over there.
This is where I was born and raised, irregardless of its past. Because no country standing
I love this part.
has a clean past. War, destruction, it's a habit of man, of nature. It's part of the nature of man, or humankind. I don't want to say man, because women, y'all included in this shit too. They'd be like, yeah, man.
Back here. Level 2.
You know, y'all included in this too. Unfortunately, this is just a part of nature. Even in the animal kingdom, they fight for dominancy of, you know, a pack. They fight for dominancy or for the attention of a female. Like, this just happens. We're supposed to be quote unquote intelligent creatures though. You know? So that's the difference between us and animals. It's supposedly supposed to be the difference between us and animals. But I don't see a lot of people using their brain. They're not using their smarts. Everybody want to keep it primal and bump chests and I'm the greatest. Like, okay, it's nice you believe that. No, I am. Okay, you have your right to believe that. But I am. Like, okay, you know, Like, they can't accept that. People can't accept that someone else don't see them that way. You know, like, I think I'm handsome. To some people, I'm not. You know? And I can't get mad at somebody because they don't think I'm handsome. Imagine starting a war because somebody didn't think you were as handsome as you thought you were. Or as pretty. You know how many, like,
Making contact with enemy.
relationships I kind of went through because of that. Enough.
I took an enemy down.
Get shanked, son. Went through enough. Because some women can't accept, like, yeah, you pretty. You ain't that pretty. Like this one girl, this one lady, I was introduced through to my grandmother. Introduced to through my grandmother. And she just thought she was God's gift to man. Like, okay, you cute.
Phoenix kid here.
She's like, no, I'm fine and this and that. I'm like, okay, to each their own. You know, you're cute. And because I wouldn't tell her she's fine, she stopped talking to me. She just really couldn't accept that. I'm like, okay, you know, I'm not here to put you down. It's not what I do. But at the end of the day, motherfucker, you're not as fine as you think you are. Not fine enough for me to be like, here's all my money and stuff. Like, she thought because she was sexy, man is just supposed to give her his whole check and, you know, take care of her. Like, she was literally looking for a man to take care of her because of her looks. Like, baby, ain't no woman on this planet that fine. I don't give a. Even Jay-Z, you know, he got Beyonce. He made sure Beyonce ass worked right. Beyonce just don't sit around the fucking house. She got her own money. Ain't no man gonna sit around and take care of you. So, you know, like, shorty, you know Beyonce. And it's just a lot of people out here like that. So, it goes back into testosterone and people. I got on that subject because it's all about people trying to force their will upon you and their views. Alpha male type behavior. You know, or You know, just that type of behavior.
Care package over there.
And that's what Black Panther does. They try to force a belief and a view upon you. You know? Like
Got another bandit.
that movie is the ultimate what if. Like, what if black people weren't slaves? There's a lot of black people that weren't slaves. You know? Like Dubai, which is in Africa, is a great hub of wealth. But it's not the wealth that
Under fire.
it's not the wealth that Wakanda is portraying. Their wealth comes from knowledge. Slightly. You know, because their real wealth comes from what you call it? Comes from the precious metal vibranium and their application of vibranium. So their wealth doesn't come from knowledge, it's just come from the excess vibranium they have. You know, it comes from, they just have more resources, right? Which is sort of the difference between low income neighborhoods and neighborhoods that have the resources. You know, when it comes to education, right? But that's not, they didn't try to make that comparison. Their comparison was, imagine what we could do if we never left Africa. That's what they were selling. Not if we had the resources to a proper education.
1 minute. Things goes by.
As if, imagine if we never left Africa. So again, in this context, the resource that vibranium is gold. Because that's the precious metal that Africa holds, gold and diamonds, you know, over the rest of the world. Which is why they came there and, you know, wanted what was there. But they're leading you to believe it's like, oh, you know, something else. It's just black paradise. That's what they want you to believe in. When, like, first of all, there's no such thing as that. Do you know why there's no such thing as that? How did this happen? There's nobody there to kill you. Do you know why there's no such thing as black paradise? Because this is a diverse world. There isn't one race upon this earth besides the human race. Get what I'm saying? So there's no such thing as a black paradise. There's no such thing as a white nation. It's all figments of your imagination. You know, I understand you want to believe there is, but it's really not. As long as we're all here on this earth, there will never, ever, ever be just that, you know. There's never gonna be an Asian world. There's never gonna be.
Here.
What you got? What you about to drop? Mongol. No, it's just. It's. Oh my gosh. No, it's just not gonna be that.
I require sniper ammo.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So, you know, there's never gonna be Hispanic land, you know, because we're all here together. You know, it's just not.
Let's scope this quadrant out here.
You know, there'll be a San Fran, Tokyo like Big Hero 6 before there's a, you know, before any race just has one land. Cultures will always mix. And there's nothing wrong with that diversity. The problem arises when we try to, what's the word? We try to limit the celebration of our difference, of our differences.
They are not all in the ring.
You know, because there's nothing wrong with celebrating being black. There's nothing wrong with celebrating being white. There's nothing wrong with celebrating being, you know, Hispanic or Asian. There's nothing wrong with being happy with your roots and your heritage. But when you deny somebody else that happiness, there's a problem.
Hostile spotted. Sight. Making contact with enemy. Reloading. I'm taking fire. All father, give me sight. I bathe in the blood.
Oh my gosh, give me my motherfucking kill. Of course.
Reloading. Taking fire. I could use some help here.
belongs to all. Taking fire. But alive.
Bleeding out.
Come on. But there's a problem when you don't allow the inclusion of others. Like, again, I can't go somewhere and say there's a party and everybody's invited except you, and you. No. At least that's just to me, personally. I don't know how you all feel about that. Now, like I said, some people don't like racism but buy into the racism. Somebody can't tell you no blacks allowed, but you will glorify a movie where they keep white people out of it. Just like people that say ah shit, that just threw me off. You know, you can't tell me no whites allowed, but like I said, keep us out our own movie. We got, it's just stupid to me. It's stupid. It's really stupid. No.
We're going to do beautiful things together.
You can't say no boys allowed, then start a club that say no girls allowed.
There's a win out there waiting for us.
It's stupid.
Introducing your champion.
Like, that's sexist.
So
you know?
It doesn't mean I'm a mess in the field.
Like, okay, it might be sexist.
I will guide us to victory below.
But then you start something that's just as sexist. I would have thought that you would start something that's
You think
all
I'm afraid
inclusive.
of you? I blew off my own legs.
Oh, that's what I was going to do. Like, people that say, we need to save our communities from gangs and stuff and gang violence, but then go watch a gangster flick, glorify gangster flicks. Like,
Let's land here.
man,
Better lies below.
y'all don't even want me to start about that. People love the movie Scarface. Everybody that want to be gangster love the movie Scarface. Everyone to be gangster. And Scarface broke all his codes. The codes the movie teach you. Never get high off your own supply and all of this shit. He did all of that.
Next ring's fun.
But people loved him some Scarface. Like, this nigga was a coked up drug head. But you love Scarface. No, but you don't love the crackhead down the street like that, do you?
Jump drive in position.
No, you don't. That's crackhead Bob, crackhead Tim, crackhead Jose, crackhead Juan. Well, not Juan. What's a cliche Asian name? Crackhead Chang.
My ultimate's charged and ready to go.
Because I'm all inclusive. Get what I'm saying? But you don't glorify them like that. Why not? Because you ain't glorifying no fucking druggie. But you love you some Scarface.
Mama Mama's got you now.
Okay, I guess I'll take this. I'll take that.
Remember who hooked you up. I've got
Give me
your
some
back.
of that. Give me some of that. Don't need all of that, but I'll take some of it. You know? But wannabe gangsters love them some Scarface. That's one of the most irritating things to me. You don't even understand. I like this skin better. That's why I picked it just now.
There's a replicator here.
The ring is far.
No. Man, Scarface is the shit, yo. If I go out, that's how I want to go out, in the hell of gunfire. Like, shit. Not me, nigga. I want to go out of old age. You know? I don't know who the hell raised y'all. I want to die of old age. You want to go out as a coked up druggie.
Movement in progress.
Heads up. The ring's moving.
People nuts.
Anyone up for some shopping?
Go ahead, little cokehead. Be a coked up druggie.
Package on high.
You are coming home with me tonight. Backpack here. Level 3.
Thank you, baby.
We have a new kill leader. I can't wait to meet them.
Wait, what type of backpack you got? Oh, you got a golden.
Beware of the new kill leader.
Nice choice. You got good taste.
Yeah, you know, you want to go out as a coked up druggie. Go ahead, cokehead. Go ahead. Every wannabe gangster. You know, love them from Scarface.
Throwing jump drive.
Be careful, girl. You almost killed yourself. Take that instead. Fucking druggies. Like, I smoke marijuana. I smoke weed.
The gods grant us legs to walk.
Nothing irritates me more than a person that's like, oh, I know you love How High because it's a stoner movie. Or, you know, I know you love Cheech and Chong because it's a stoner movie. Or, you know, cliche stoner shit. Like, I like Cheech and Chong Come and Smoke because it's funny as fuck. I don't have to be a pothead to like it.
Jump drive in position.
Enemy black market here. Trust your ways.
You know?
Let's do some shopping.
I don't get it with some people. just don't get it.
Shooting.
Target spotted.
There's an enemy near me. They're shooting at me. Reloading. Recharging my shields. Thermite out. Punching an arc star. Throwing an arc star.
That shit irritate me. How? I'm looking at them and I can't shoot them. They're not even looking at me. I'm gonna go back to Borderlands. This is pissing me off.